Your uncle is going to marry Mommy. Do something about it. Now, how are you feeling?
A little bit scared.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm probably a little bit confused as well because it's a ghost of your father and you're not quite sure if it's real or not.
How was the garlic?
Yeah, I always prepare with a little bit of you probably felt a bit violated as well. Suicidal?
Homicidal.
Sorry, did you say no? So after that performance, you don't feel suicidal? Nothing. 3 years of classical dramatic training and you're telling me you don't feel suicidal? Oh God, this is why I'm a tour guide, isn't it? Oh God, I want to kill myself. Anyway, so as a result, you've got Hamlet standing on the stage. So you're up on the stage and now you start saying the words, to be or not to be, that is the question. Who is Hamlet talking to? No, you know. Give him all a chance. Go.
Himself?
Would he be talking to himself?
He's asking himself whether or not he wants to live or not.
No, but that's what we all think. That's the point, because in school, that's what we think is happening.
Yes.
But is it what's happening? He's standing there all on his own. Let's work. But if you think about it, right, he's standing right there. He's talking to somebody. But who else is in the building? The audience.
Us.
Yeah, exactly. So it's you he's talking to. He's sharing his feelings with you. Telling you what's going on. And the best way to talk to the audience, all soliloquies are to the audience, is to talk to one person at a time. Because you can express the emotion more accurately if you make eye contact with an individual than you can going to be or not. To be or not to be. That is the question. It's a multiple choice question. To be or not to be, that is the question. God, you're as confused as I am. I mean, whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Or to make arms against the sea of trouble.
And by opposing.
Awesome, exactly, yeah. But you see that link we have? Isn't it? It's more powerful when you talk to somebody. Because God knows, when I spoke to you, they all really enjoyed it. I mean, you're going to need years and years of psychological care, but, you know, they had fun, and that's the most important point. So it's about talking to them, so you can do whatever you want. You want to scare somebody life out of the apartment, you can do that. If you want to flirt with somebody, flirt with them. So you talk directly to the audience, and that's what makes it more powerful. And that's what we built this building for, is to do that. The actors, of course, talk back to the audience. Or sorry, the audience talked back to the actors, and it was heckling and all sorts of things. There were probably people going, "Oh, go on, kill yourself," or "Oh, do it," you know. So there was all that sort of stuff going on as well. So this is the point about this building: it's interaction. Now, all the actors were manly men. No women were allowed to be actors. It's okay though. Imagine Romeo and Juliet. Two boys. It's a bit more like Romeo and Romeo. Oh. But then basically those boys were educated. They could read and write. Most people could not. They were educated. Juliets had to work on their voices because they've got to play women all the way through their career. They want to elongate their prepubescent voice. The oldest actor could do it up to the age of 21. He did that by exercising his voice every day. No other method was used. But this meant they were well trained, well educated, they made money, and they were celebrities. But there was only one problem: the makeup. The makeup was made from lead, which is toxic, and as a result, if you're playing Juliet, over the years your face looks like that. You can't play Juliet, but that's okay, you can still play a witch. So it's a good life, but a short one, because you're all dead by the time you're 45. Yes, seriously, that's it, dead. Now, the last thing we need to talk about is Henry VIII. Has anyone seen the play Henry VIII?
I haven't, but I know what happened.
Yes, I know. Yeah, we could just Wikipedia. All right, see you guys. Well done. Yeah, all on your mobile. they have to figure it out. Sit down. No. Now, so, Henry VIII. Has anyone seen the play? No, there's very good reason for that. It's not very exciting. It's actually quite long, quite boring. But it's about pageantry. What it was for back then, it was 10 years after Elizabeth I was dead. Henry VIII is the father of Elizabeth I. So it's like a 10-year anniversary going, hey, remember Henry VIII? Oh, the Tudors, they were awesome. So it's more for them about history and who these guys were. So it's very much royalist propaganda in that respect. But it's not very exciting. I mean, Shakespeare decided to make it a little bit more exciting by introducing the sound of a cannon. How do you make the sound of a cannon?
Use a real cannon and burn down
Yes!
the theater.
Exactly! He used a real cannon, fired it, and burnt down the theatre by putting the cannon up there. But it was the most exciting production of Henry VIII ever. Nobody died. Everybody got out of the building alive. But there was an accident. A man's trousers caught fire, but he was okay because everybody had beer. So he threw the beer on his trousers and saved his life. And that's why today we insist you all bring beer into the theatre. It's for health and safety. Now Shakespeare was rich. He rebuilt the theatre in 1614, but he died in 1616. But the theatre company stays open until 1642, and that's when the Puritans start the process of taking over the country. First thing they do, shut down all the theatres everywhere. In 1649, they chopped the head off Charles I, and Oliver Cromwell became head of state. That's 18 years of Puritan control with no theatres. So it's misery for everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for coming to the Globe. Just a time check, please, that we'll need to clear the auditorium in 5 minutes' time, ready for our show setup. That's 5 minutes.
Thank you. What happens is they shut down the theatres for 18 years, no acting training, misery for everybody. But in 1660, Charles II returns, and we get a new king. His name was Charles II. But he opens theatres. Very first act he did. And he gets women onto the stage. Yay! Who was the most famous actor at the time was a lady called Nell Gwynn, who happened to be his mistress. So there's a lesson. Want to get ahead? Get a royal. Worked for Kate Middleton. Just saying. I don't know that. Harry's available, by the way, if you're interested. No, you thought about it. Yeah, never like a ginger prince, huh? It's a bit weird, he's ginger, though, isn't it? Yeah, no, don't worry, we don't talk about it either. Anyway, everybody's having fun until 1666. What happens in London in 1666? Go, Great Fire of London, exactly. 80% of the city burns down because of thatched roofs on wooden buildings. So what you see here is the first thatched roof on a wooden building since 1666. And if you look to the top, you can see the spikes sticking out, and that is our authentic Elizabethan sprinkler system. So today, if there is a fire, you're all going to drown. Don't worry, we fill the tanks with beer, so it's... Now, we're going to let the actors get on with it. They need to warm up for the show. So they're going to be doing 2 shows today, so they want to warm up their bodies. We don't use microphones, we don't use speakers, and all the music is live. So we do everything as authentic as we can to the time. I think we have, let's see what Apple says. 5 minutes, we have 5 minutes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a few minutes to go out into the yard. You can go anywhere in the yard. Do not go up on the steps or the ramps or the stage. You are not actors. You will fall off and die. But take photographs and do any selfies and anything you like. And we're going to exit in about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So just be free. You are awesome.